I just had my birthday and my grandma gave me this travel set of watercolours, which I'm super stoked about, and I've waited a few days to get into it and to open it and test out the colours. I've got two things, the watercolour travel kit and also a little small notebook, which I thought was perfect to go with the travel kit because, you know, they're both small and easy to carry around and travel with. So this is Jasart, the metal pocket set, and I was given the nature collection. So they make a few different travel kits under different collections, and they have different pans. I was tempted by the pastel colours, but instead went for the nature collection, and then which of course my lovely grandmother gifted to me for my birthday. So I've never had one of these before, so I'm excited to see what it looks like. Let's open it up. Oh, in case you didn't know or haven't seen any of my other videos, one of my favourite colours is black. So I was not at all, I don't know why, but I definitely wasn't expecting a all black tin, and I'm pleasantly surprised that this tin is black. It's really compact and I'm impressed. It's so small that you wouldn't expect it to have, you know, like a mixing palette, a sponge, comes with a brush where you can put the water in it. It just looks premium and it feels really durable. So this, I'm sure, could get thrown into your bag on the go. Now it also has this metal loop on the back. I'm not entirely sure what that's for. Suppose you could clip something to it or hang it from something. I feel like I'm missing something here, but I have no idea what that loop's for. Now moving on to this little book that I decided to get. I thought it would pair nicely with the travel kit, so if I have a travelling notebook, you know, they stick together basically. Now this is by, it's called Art Creation. Don't know who it's by. So yeah, open this up. The first thing I notice is the cover feels really soft. It feels like a leather almost, but I don't believe it's real leather. It's a nice soft foamy texture. Wow. So yeah, on the packaging it did say that this book was suitable for watercolours, which is a you know, a good thing to point out. The pages themselves are quite yellow, but maybe that's also because I'm noticing the yellow more because I've got a stark white cover. So I hope that's not an issue. I don't think it will be. And I mean, I can always work around it. So I want to try out these colours. So I'll come back in a bit once I get, so I need to grab some water. Right, so I'm going to try do a, well, I'm not going to try. I am going to do a colour swatch of these colours. We won't do it on the front, but maybe like the second page in. Don't know if that's just me or if anyone else does the same thing, but I feel like you should never use the first page. like no matter what you're doing. Okay, so let's open this. Sorry, that was loud. And I won't use the brush that comes with it to start off with. Instead, I've got just a normal brush here that I'll use instead for now. But we can probably come back to that later, or I'll use it another time. For now, I just want to get a swatch down on this sort of yellowish paper to see what the colours actually look like. So I've got some water here. I might just put a tiny bit there on the pan. How should I do this? Just a little bit of water on each of them. Should be alright. There we go. Make sure that's all nice and clean. Okay, so we'll start with the yellow and work our way across. That is beautiful. So this is obviously, all of these are just going to be straight. I'll bring this over here. Straight out of the pan. I'm not mixing any of the colours. That was a bit runny. There we go. Imagine describing a watercolour as runny. Yeah, interesting. They look really good. I might want to. Ooh. In the future, I might want to do some mixing or dilute some of the colours down and do a swatch of those as well. So that's why I've left a bit of a gap between the colours. And of course I am washing the brush after swatching each colour so I don't bring one colour over to another. Oh, that is such a nice green. Oh my gosh. These are some really beautiful colours. Like that olive green looks so nice. Oh, oh, that's so nice. That was, don't know what sound that was, but I think it's pure joy. Oh, yes. And to think that this is all in such a compact kit as well, that you can just easily slip in your bag, in your pocket and travel around with, is incredible. I've only just opened this and I've never used a travel kit or anything before. I mean, from this first swatch, I'm excited. I reckon this is one of the best things that I could have been given. Oh, it's the watercolours as well are just so creamy, and they feel like good quality. If you can see that. They all look so crisp. And oh, I think in person that olive green looks a bit nicer than on the camera. But yeah, wow, I am very impressed. Very impressed. It's basically exactly what, I mean, yeah, that's good, but it's exactly what the box shows.